celestial being found in various religions and mythologies, but there's quite an amount of evidence caught on tape that shows that angels may exist in real life. There are obviously hoax videos of angels, but the ones being shown in this list may leave you thinking the complete opposite. So prepare for 5 angels caught on camera flying and spotted in real life. Let's begin. Number 5, angel in Brazil. What you're about to see is a cameraman in Boa Vista, Brazil that caught on camera a very strange and rare creature flying. The cameraman at the moment thought he was capturing birds flying, but when zooming in, he realized there were 2 strange winged creatures that resemble angels. Here is the footage.
A hospice patient who sensed a presence in a room captured this amazing image of an angel. According to the report, a female hospice patient who was close to passing over reported sensing a presence lurking in the dark areas of her room. The woman was given a camera to attempt to capture what she was sensing. She reportedly captured the glowing image of an angel. Visions of angels and glimpses into the afterlife are common reports by those near death. Hospice workers who enter the field who are skeptics often change their minds after hearing hundreds of eerily similar deathbed reports. According to Trudy Harris, a hospice worker, deathbed visions are common in her line of work. She further concludes that people know when they are about to die. She says, "No one has to tell them they are dying. They have developed what I call spiritual eyes and ears and seem to understand things in a way we cannot." Trudy says that when she first began working in hospice, she thought that deathbed visions were mere hallucinations brought on by the body's reaction to the end of life. After 20 plus years of working in the field, she says she has heard the same stories over and over from the hundreds of patients she has cared for. The similarities in the stories have convinced Trudy Harris that deathbed. This picture of what looks like to be of an angel was posted on Facebook on October 16th, 2014. The pictures was taken in Lower Michigan. David was hunting when his camera that equipped with infrared motion detection sensors was set off. To his shock, he found this image. According to Ageless Knowledge, a photo store owner evaluated the photo of the angel and was unable to debunk the photo. The store owner claims that in the 25 years he has been in business, it is the coolest picture he has ever seen. The blue luminescent figure appears to float or hover above the grass against a background of evergreens. Bruce Van Natter loved trucks, and his job as a self-employed diesel mechanic helped this family man live out his truck dreams and provide for his wife and 4 children. He never gave a second thought to the danger of working on engines that weighed thousands of pounds until November the 16th, 2006. On that day, Bruce was just about to go home when he was asked if he could diagnose the problem on the truck. Just as Bruce slipped under the truck, the 20-ton capacity jack holding up the truck shot out from its position. This is what Bruce said happened next, and it's nothing less than a miracle. This 10,000 to 12,000 pounds of weight that is on these 2 front wheels on this axles came down across my midsection and just crushed me in half. Blood has splattered into my throat when it fell. The man who jacked the truck up, I begged him to get me out from underneath the truck. He didn't want to because he could tell that I had broken my back, and I did. The vertebrae in my spine were cracked. I tried to pull myself out from under the truck. It was the most incredible pain you can think of. I got myself just to the point where my head is sticking out from underneath the front bumper of the truck. The very next thing I just called out, "Lord, help me." I called it out twice. Instantly, all of the pain left Bruce's body. At that point, I became unconscious. My spirit left my body and floated into the ceiling, and now my spirit is looking at the accident scene from above. The man I had been working with was on his knees above my body. I can hear him saying things like, I'm sorry, but on each side of him, also on their knees, were huge angels. They would have been about 8 feet tall. They didn't have wings, just very, very broad shoulders. Between the two angels and him took up the whole truck. There was a bright light shining around each one of them. They were matching bookends. They didn't budge, and I never heard them say anything. They just had their arms underneath the truck, but they were not holding the truck up. They had their arms angled in towards my body. There was no pain, just peace. I can't even describe the peace I felt in the ceiling up in the garage. Bruce was unconscious as he was flown on a life flight to the hospital. Doctors there doubted he would even survive the next few hours. His ribs were broken, his pancreas and spleen crushed, and several major arteries had been severed. We found out from doctors later they had 5 places that major arteries were completely severed. I found out from doctors that there was a medical study done in 2001. According to that study, they can't find anyone else in the world that has ever lived with 5 major arteries being severed. I should have bled to death in a few minutes. So my thoughts is the angels were there to somehow hold me together. Bruce stayed in the hospital for over 2 months and survived 5 major surgeries, yet he had overwhelming obstacles to overcome. Almost 75% of his small intestines were crushed in the accident and had to be removed. Years later, Bruce is back to his normal weight and living a healthy life. He's now a full-time minister.